Hey guys, Spiritual Whistleblower here. I just wrapped up my Detroit seminar. It was a huge success. We had a lot of food. I'll tell you that. Everybody took home a lot of food. We had a massive cake with my picture blown up on it. I want to shout out Charletta and Di. These are two incredible women who would not let me lift a finger to put together my own event. They were like, let us do it. And for that, I'm super appreciative and just all the love. And they're taking me out tomorrow. I'm in Detroit. I'm going to get around Detroit and see what Detroit is about. I think there's a jazz festival. All types of nice things are going on here in Detroit. So I'm going to hang out in Detroit for a while. But I want to thank all my guests, all the people that came out to the seminar. It was healing. Everybody got to vent. Everybody got to share their stories, their personal testimonies. There were tears. We ate good, though. The food was excellent. Oh, food and the cake. I'm sitting here. My belly is about to bust open. And I also want to shout out my cocktail sponsor, Jay's Elixirs. She provided us with the pink whistletini cocktail. So we had plenty of liquor, chicken, shrimp, salad, wraps. It was just so good. Everything was great. Next up, now that I've knocked out Chicago and Detroit, we're going to keep this thing rolling. And I'm in Toronto, Canada, for the very first time on Saturday, September 24th. All my people in Toronto, where you at? I'm coming through. I am so excited to come to Toronto. Then I'm in Houston, Texas, Saturday, October 1st. Look for the flyer and hit me up if you want tickets. Okay. So, since y'all want more video content on toxic friendships, narcissistic friendships, I'm going to keep the ball rolling. Now, sorry, let me sit up here. I want to talk about, I'm just going to give you another way that you can spot or identify that your friend possibly is a narcissist, okay? Let me get my drink. See, I'm sipping on Jay's Elixirs right now. This is leftovers and I'm sipping on it. This was so good. The pink whistletini is so yummy, y'all. So, there's several ways that you can identify that a friend may be a narcissist, and I'm going to give you one. I could do several of these videos. Yesterday I talked about gaslighting. I talked about a victim. They play the victim mindset all the time when you're trying to point out something they did wrong to you. And instead of them being accountable and trying to understand things from your standpoint, they immediately go into victim mode. Woe is me. Oh, I feel attacked. Oh, I feel you used me, or they gaslight. When you're shutting them off and you don't want to be bothered with them, they will contact you or they'll send people to contact you. And it's nothing but gaslighting. It's a bait and switch type of thing where they try to get you to explain yourself. Because the less information you give them, the harder they're going to have to work at trying to cover up the facade. They know that you figured them out, and they're fearful that you'll expose them to the rest of your friends or whoever. So, if you don't give them any information or tell them why or what, then they're going to begin to bait you into explaining yourself and gaslighting you and playing victim and saying, well, it's me. And they're going to do the passive aggressiveness, all the bullshit that comes with it. And they're not going to respect you wanting to distance yourself. They're going to have an issue with it. It's never them trying to get in your shoes and try to understand your point of view. It's always going to be about them. They make everything about themselves. So today, I want to, give y'all another method, another way that you can tell that your friend is a narcissist, okay? Are y'all ready? Here we go. Does your friend complain about one or both of their parents? And I will give you 2 examples to explain what I'm talking about. Your friend, if your friend is always coming to you and saying, my mother is fucking toxic, my mother's a narcissist, my mother's abusive, manipulative, controlling, you know, she's always trying to make my life a living hell, or it could be their father, or it could be both parents. But nonetheless, your friend is always fucking complaining about their parents and the abuse that they endure and all the manipulation. If your friend talks shit about your parents all the time, here's what you got to watch out for. You have to watch out for how your friend interacts with their parents. And this is what I mean. Do you find that after your friend gets done gossiping about their parents, that they turn right back around and they go click up with their abusive parents, their buddy with their abusive parents, their gossiping partners with their abusive parents and family members? Like, this is the crazy shit. If your parents are so motherfucking abusive and messy, if your mother's a messy, narcissistic bitch, your stepfather, your father, like, why are you gossiping on the phone? Why are you inviting them in your house? Why are you dealing with them at all? So you see, your narcissistic friend is toxic codependent. They'll come to you complaining about all the bullshit that their parents put them through and the abuse and manipulation. But what you don't know is behind your back, they're playing both sides of the fence. They're two-faced. So they're playing cool with their parents. 9 times out of 10, they still need their parents for money. They need to use their parents so they don't cut their parents off. But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to paint their parents out to look like bad people to you. And you're going to think their parents are bad people. But what you don't know is they're on the phone with their mother and father talking shit about you or putting you, they're triangulating you. They're trying to make their parents jealous of the friendship they have with you. They're trying to make their mother jealous because their mother's controlling and they know that. So they think by throwing your friendship in their mother's face, it'll get her to react and be mad. And she will be mad at you. She will dislike you because she thinks you're trying to take her child away from her. So your friend is playing you against his mother and playing his mother against you. Again, this is called triangulation. I despise it. Triangulation is the mark of the devil. It's all throughout the Bible. Triangulation is division and discord, and God is against it. And when I see people do any form of triangulation where they're pitting 2 people against each other, whether it's friendships or family members, I automatically say, you're a fucking demon. Get the fuck away from me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So you got to pay attention. If your friend is putting you in a position where his or her parents, his mother, his father, her mother, her father, the parents don't like you, that's because your friend is talking shit about you and telling all your business to their abusive, toxic parents and playing you against their parents. But then they'll turn around and come to you as a friend and say, you know, I'm sick of my mother's bullshit. All my mother wants to do is ruin my life, control me, da 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 da. They're talking shit about their mother. They're talking shit about their father to you so that you don't like their mother and you don't like their father. This is triangulation. This is deadly. Putting 2 people against each other and they don't even know who. Like, you got to pay attention. Your friend is playing a nasty game of triangulation. He or she is pitting you against their parents and they're putting their parents against you because they want everybody to fuss and fight over them. And your friend will tell all your business. You know, if you and your friend go on vacation, you and your friend, you know, hang out, they're on the phone. Trust me when I tell you, they're on the phone gossiping and telling their mother every fucking thing, every detail about your friendship. They are telling their abusive, toxic, narcissistic mother. And you're going to sit there and wonder, well, you talked a lot of shit about your mother. Yet you're on the phone gossiping. You're her gossiping buddy. You're a two-faced, passive-aggressive, Two-faced, passive-aggressive piece of shit. You're not somebody I want to be friends with. I am against triangulation. I rebuke it. It's the mark of the devil. It's God curses it. It's against, God does not like it. He speaks against it in the Bible. Triangulation is a form of causing discord and division. It's biblical. So if your friend is putting you in a situation where they're trying to use you to hurt their mother or make their mother jealous, they'll sit up and tell their mother, oh, I'm going on vacation with Chanel. I'm going shopping with Chanel. I'm hanging with Chanel today. I'm inviting Chanel in my home. Me and Chanel. They keep saying your name and throwing it in their mother's face. Eventually, the mother's going to get mad and jealous and angry. And the mother doesn't even know you, but the mother doesn't like you because your friend keeps throwing you in your mother's face. Triangulation. And vice versa. Your friend is coming to you and saying, I hate my mother. My mother abuses me. My mother constantly has my name in drama with the rest of the family. My mother gossips about me to my siblings. They're going to throw dirt on their mother and father's name. They're going to talk about their parents like a dog to you. So you're going to sit there and say, wow, you're my friend. I love you. I hate to see that your parents are abusing you. You need to cut your parents off. Then they're going to go back to their parents and say, well, my friend Chanel said, I need to cut y'all off. They're going to play this game of triangulation where they're constantly putting you against their parents and their parents against you. And trust me, their messy asses is telling their mother and father every fucking detail of your friendship. Everything that y'all do together, if y'all hang out, if y'all go to a concert, if you go on vacation, if visiting each other, whatever you're doing with your friend, they're going to report back and tell their toxic, narcissistic mommy every detail of y'all friendship. So your friend is a fucking liar. Your friend is a fucking messy piece of shit. They like drama. They like seeing people who don't know each other dislike each other. They like to cause cat fights. This is triangulation. They will not detach from the very same people they call abusive. So why would you be friends with somebody like that? That's passive aggressiveness. And this individual is obviously a toxic codependent who can't let go of mommy and can't let go of daddy, no matter how abusive they are. Nor do they want to let go. And sooner or later, their parents are going to destroy y'all friendship. Because their parents are going to put them in a position where they have to choose you or them. And they're always going to choose mommy and daddy, no matter how abusive they are. I want y'all to be careful and start evaluating these friendships and people who you call friends. And make sure that they was raised accordingly. And if they wasn't raised right, that they are working on themselves and cutting their families off to be better so that they could be a better person. If your friend is not doing that, you have no business being in a friendship with them because they don't want to change. They'll tell you one thing to make you believe they want to be, free of their childhood trauma. But behind your back, they're still entertaining their mother and father, the very same people that abused, molested, and disrespected them. And they're not letting go of their mommy and daddy no time soon. They're just going to keep playing you against them and them against you. All right. So Toronto, Canada, I'll see y'all September 24th. Houston, Texas, October 1st. Good night, spiritual whistleblower. Detroit, Michigan, thank you so much. Good night.